You through what we have for you today on the show. Fantastic lineup. Now, back in the day, you used to watch Ghanaian movies, and you loved this woman so much. She was so good. She actually won the Best Actress in the year 2009 here in Ghana. Yes, yes. What am I talking about? This woman featured in Deadly Voyage. She featured in Tencil. This woman is an icon. And today we are definitely celebrating her. I'm talking about the Ya Asantewaa of the movie industry. Juliet Asante will be here for us to have a conversation about resilience, how she's managed to stay on top despite all the factors that have been fighting her. We need to get to know so that we can do the same, because some of us, we are still, you know, through the journey, we haven't gotten anywhere. We are crawling. But we'll get there. And later, we'll have KECHE join us. Yeah. Of course, KECHE will be performing as well. And I cannot wait to talk to KECHE and also get to know more about their latest project. And we'll be barbering hair. Yes, you heard me right. Live on television, we'll be barbering hair. Now, there are different ways of barbering hair. Like this is shading, then they'll dye small, then they do something. Don't worry. Today we are teaching all of that right here on Changes. You don't want to miss it, do you? Okay? Now, don't forget that you can also send your message to us. It's 055-157-5757. 055-157-5757. A big thank you to my glam squad. Now, who am I talking about? Now, this beautiful outfit was put together by Enna Couture. My hairstyling by SK Hair Trends. You love my makeup, don't you? Yes, wrap down makeup and makeover. Actually, you can find her on social media. And styled by our very own Kojo Africa. Now, I look glamorous. You look glamorous as well, though I can't see you, but you can still send in your messages to us. I'll take a quick break on this note, and when we come back, the woman herself will be seated right next to me. I'm talking about the woman, Juliet Asante. Do stay with us. We'll be right back.
What's wrong with your car? Hey, did we drop something?
Buy a new tire, brother.
Now, Kojo.
Come on, let's go inside.
Look, hey, Emmanuel's forgotten about America. Does he still want to run away?
We all do.
Think, Kingsley. You've got the cash now. For bribes, food, a place to live while you find work. Now is the time.
It would buy 1,000 US.
It's enough to stop a child starving.
For a year. Or 2.
Wow, sweet memories. I remember when I first watched this movie and I said, who is this woman? So admirable. Her delivery, the way she acts, on point. And I'm honored to have her here today. My studio audience are here. And yes, studio audience, just like we always do, when our guest is coming, we usher them in, right? So let's do it the changes way. Ladies and gentlemen, I welcome the one and only Ya Asantewaa of the movie industry, Juliet Ya Asantewaa Asante. So we have a tradition that we all dance, right? To meet our guest. And you are a very special guest, so we have to do it like this. The changes way. Welcome to Changes.
It's good to be here.
How many of you used to watch her when you were young? You all did. How old were you when you first saw her on TV? 6 years, right?
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness. That's how much of an icon you are. And watching that movie, Deadly Voyage, just seeing it right now, I saw you were quite moved.
Mm-hmm.
How old were you when you shot that movie?
I don't really remember, but I think I was 18, 19, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, around that, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I think it was about my second movie. I had done Inspector Bediakon. I'd gone to do Twin Lovers. And then when I came back, they were auditioning for that, and I went for the auditions.
And just like that, you got the role?
Yeah, and everybody who was everybody at the time was there. And so I didn't think I had a hope because I was a young girl starting out. But yeah, I got the role.
Wow.
It was quite the journey, but you know, yeah.
That's beautiful. Now, we want to know how you've managed to stay on top because you started with a lot of people. Some of them are of blessed memory. Others who are even still alive are not even in the industry and doing as well as you are doing. You face a lot of challenges, but you're still where you are. Like, you are high. We call you as one of the top notch in our film industry.
Thank you.
Tell us about how you've done it.
Well, first of all, I'm one, and I'm going to say this because there's a lot of young people here, and I love to, you know, speak to young people. The thing is to find what you love doing. And I think I was lucky, even though nobody in my family was in the creative space. Well, my family is very creative, but nobody was acting. But my parents kind of gave me the go-ahead. And so I was lucky in that I found what I loved doing. I was passionate about it. I was committed to it. I went to school and educated myself on it. And then I found a way to make money out of it. You know, and the thing is, I always say that life is so long. You fall down so many times, and you need that thing that will, you know, wake you up and keep you going. And then you keep a free heart. You keep letting things go. And I think when you do that, generally, things go well.
Yeah, things are definitely going well. Let's talk about your highs since you started this journey.
Right.
How old were you when you first went on TV?
17.
17?
Yeah, and I'm turning 50 this year. So how many...
My gosh! How come your skin is so flawless? Please, is there any secret to it?
I drink a lot of water.
And mind your business.
And I let things go.
50?
Yeah, I'm 50 in October.
People
so
get
I'm
surprised when you tell them that.
Yeah, you know, and of course, because I've been doing this for quite a while, because now it's 30-something years, so I meet people, and through that time, I've done so much, including lecture and all of those things. So sometimes I meet my students who are way older than me, because I taught at Accra Poly for a while. And they'll go like, you taught me, and I'm like, did I? Oh my God, you know, so yeah, and so it feels like I've been doing this forever. Yeah. But when you drill deep, there's so much you can do in the space. So I've kind of gone through, traversed through, you know, many of the spaces within the space. So I keep, you know, when I get bored with one thing, I go do another thing. So I started before the camera, of course, moved to behind the camera, started directing, producing, writing. I write as well.
So you were a camera woman?
I'm a director.
Okay.
And I write.
Okay.
But I can do camera. I can edit. I can do all of those things.
You can do everything.
I can do all of those
And you
things.
act.
And I act as well, even though I haven't done that
One
for a
man
while.
1,000.
Yeah. But you see, it's so interesting, right? Like when I write, and I don't write often, script writing, and my last film that I did, I wrote it, and my next is ready, and I wrote that as well. I love to write because I'm always, you know, I'm observant, and I pick up stories. Like from here to there, I'll pick up a story, 1 or 2 stories.
Please write about us, change it.
I hear you.
Right?
Yeah. Right, and then at some point, of course, you know, when you've been in the space for a while, you get to see what is not right. So I wanted to help fix what the issues were and why we were not growing as a sector. So I decided to go back to school and learn public policy and public administration and go into the policy part of things. And when I'm done, I'll go back and do my films again.
So you're still in school?
No, actually in 2011 is when I went back to school to do public policy and public administration. And that, but it was an intentional thing for me. You know, I thought, if I try to do anything now or fix anything, nobody will listen. So let me go back, get the skill sets. Let me even understand the space. And so I went to the Harvard Kennedy School. I kind of graduated with a master's in that and came back and kind of got myself into the space and proudly set up, you know, the National Film Authority. And we are 4 years now.
You've done so well.
Thanks.
So well. So well. So now let's talk about, you know, earlier I asked you a question, but unfortunately we had to take a different turn a little bit, but we are coming back to it. The story of resilience.
Right.
How you've managed to stay on top all these years. We need to know, because in that movie industry, we are hearing stories that there are juju, there's this, there's all of that. So what's your story?
What's my story? I don't know about the juju part. What I do know is that there are a lot of passionate people. And obviously, sometimes it feels like the space is small. And so people feel like, for me to do well, the other person doesn't have to do well. So, but then it's a mentality that I think we all have as a country and as a continent. And especially even when you come to women, you know, and being a woman in the space. So there are all of these issues. And then if you're a woman too, then someone will say, if you're a woman and you're confident, you are arrogant. But if you're not a woman, then you are, you know, firm, or you know what you want and stuff like that. So there are those issues, many of those. So there are many, many issues, I must admit. There's a lot of tension, fighting. You know, people don't train. And I'm always an advocate for training. Actually, at a point, I used to have a school, an acting school. And quite a few of the people in the space now, some of them went through that school as well. So there are many, many problems, but I think training is important.
Right.
And that's probably one of the most secure ways you can rise. You know, sometimes when you study the life of people who are doing well globally, you find that even those you think are big, with every project, they train themselves, you know, to do that project. Because characterization and embedding a character is so, it's such a tough job. But here, people kind of think, oh, I was born with this, you know, with the talent. It's not like that. And so from one role to the other, the person is playing themselves. And so you see the same person in every role.
Right.
After a while, people get fed up with you a little bit because you are the same person when you are a mother, you are the same person when you are a sister, you are the same person when you are an auntie, and you are not taking the time to study the character that you're playing. You're not taking the time to immerse yourself in the story. And so people kind of, after a while, people get fed up with them. Also, that means also that you may not be growing. And then there are other factors, you know, other factors like the lack of funding in the space. Don't take me into the policy talk. Otherwise, I'll start talking about all that. But, you know,
I definitely will have to ask you a little bit about it, because currently the movie industry is struggling a little bit. It's not even a little, it's struggling. Where's Ghana movie now?
Yeah.
You know, when was the last time we produced a movie that would say that We've even won international awards. It's a struggle. And so let's talk about the policies.
You want to jump right into that?
Let's go into it.
Wow. I mean, they say be the change you want to see. And I certainly said to myself, I'm going to put 10 to 15 years of my life down and try and fix what I have struggled with. And after that, I can comfortably step aside and hopefully the next person coming behind me will not struggle that much. And so, Ghana didn't used to have a film authority or a film commission. We used to have the Ghana Film Corporation that was sold because our leaders perhaps didn't understand the benefits or the opportunity of the space because maybe we didn't represent ourselves well. And there are other factors. I won't go into that. But you see, sometimes as well, as an industry, I mean, if you want to do tomato business, you go and buy your own farm, your own land, you plant your thing, you look for your distribution and all that. It's a business, so you're doing a business. The creative space, in as much as the creative space sells us and sells the country and needs funding, government support, we also have a responsibility because it's a business. So we need to tackle it as a business.
Right.
And a business means that if you're starting any business, and I say this because I've done business my whole life, right? If you're starting any business, you have to do research.
Right.
You have to understand the market. You probably have to have buyers. And then you go to an investor and you'll be like, if you give me 1 CD, or if you give me 10,000, I'm going to do this. I'm going to sell it here, here, here. And this is how I'm going to succeed. I'm going to have this character or this person who everybody knows. I'm going to go to this market, blah, blah, blah. And then when I'm done, I will give you your 10,000 plus another 5,000 of interest. And then the investor will perhaps believe you, love your project, and put money in.
Right.
I think in Ghana, sometimes we struggle with that a bit, with the business, making the business case. So that is one. And because we are not making the business case, and of course, the markets are not there. And so we cannot take responsibilities for that, right? When I was growing up, there used to be cinemas around.
Right.
There were
And
long
we don't really
queues.
see them like
now
that.
they're all churches. All the buildings are churches.
Fact.
And then, some of them have also falling into disarray. So if I do my film, where am I going to sell my film? So you can talk about the lack of funding, that's investments, the lack of government support being a big factor. I mean, even my office being set up has been a struggle, right?
Let's talk about the struggle of you setting up in your office.
Right.
You actually had a lot of objections coming from big people.
Right.
Who are they? Oh, you don't want to tell us?
Well, I don't know. You see, the thing is, say we are all going to Makola, right? Somebody can go through KECHE. Somebody can go through, say, Medina. Somebody can go through Nungwa. We can all end up at KECHE, right? Then sometimes there's at Makola. And then sometimes someone will be like, oh, why are you taking Medina Road? Because I want to take Circle or KECHE. Why are you not taking Circle or And then that can be a fight. Because forgetting that the objective is for us, all of us, to get to Makola.
Right.
So I think those have been some of the issues. I mean, we have people who are passionate. We have people who know or have ideas of what should be done. But you see, there can only be one master on a ship. And obviously, if somebody is well prepared or has the skill sets to do it, sometimes you have to give the person the chance to do it. And so I think when we started, also because there were so many issues and we're all anxious and everybody...
most of them felt they should rather start it and not you?
That also, but I mean, I'm not going to speak to that because, hey, it's like we go for an audition, we all go for an audition, like the way you showed Deadly Voyage and I got the part. I mean, you can argue from here to high heavens as to why you didn't get the part, but the point is that I got the part because maybe I'm better than you, maybe better than you in my ideas, better than you in in my training, better than you in how I project, better than you in delivery. And so I get the role. And then when you get the role, a lot of people, instead of supporting you to move forward, because we all are going to Makola, then there's infighting.
What about the gender issue? Was that also a factor?
I cannot say that's not a factor, because obviously, you know, I've been a businesswoman, I've been an educator, I've been a social entrepreneur, I've been an advocate, I've been all of those things. And those things mean that your voice has to be heard. And not too many people are comfortable with women who are able to project and be confident and are educated. And I'm very educated. You know, I'm proud to say I'm not going to shy away from that.
Yeah.
And to be in this space,
you have
sometimes...
how many masters, though? Two masters?
Yes, and sometimes to be, and I have two degrees too, as well. And sometimes to be in this space, you know, you have to be super intelligent. Unfortunately, in our country, we think that it's people who don't make it that are in this space. It's not like that at all. Everybody in this space is filled with people who are extremely intelligent and as well are creative. And to be creative, you have to tap into your God source. And so creative people are, for me, I always say creative people are God on earth, because God is a creator. And to be creative, you have to tap into your God self. So this space is filled with, you know, so many beautiful, educated, talented, fantastic people, you know? Thank you for that, you know. But we all can't steer the ship, you know. One person has to. And proudly, you know, one of the things I'm very happy about is that I have a father who never said to me, because you're a woman, you can't do this. You know, he always said to me, you can do whatever you want to do. You can follow whichever dream you want to follow. And so, you know, I just kind of went ahead understanding. And also when I got into the industry, I got some really good mentors, Mr. Abekwe being one of them. And Mr. Abekwe also was very supportive and be like, you can do whatever you want to do, go out and do it. And so I just went out and did it. And most importantly, I'm having fun with it.
That's good.
And that's it.
That is what it's supposed to be. Yeah. Now, let's talk about, you know, the roles that you played in different movies. Which is your favorite role?
Do I have a favorite role? I don't know if I have a favorite role yet. I loved all my roles that I played in different movies. And I haven't acted for a while, I must say. I think since 2010 or so, because when I did my last film, I directed. I didn't act in it. But maybe in my next I will act. So I wouldn't say I have a favorite role. Maybe Twin Lovers, because I was starting out and it was such a big role. And I was overwhelmed and I was starry-eyed and I was learning and I was like, oh my God, what is this? What is this? And it also propelled me and gave me the confidence to go ahead and do Deadly Voyage and other films. And then also from that, I was on TV for a while, also presenting, doing what you're doing and all of those. And so, yeah.
Great.
Now, the best is yet to come.
The best is, I love that. The best is yet to come. I want us to take a look at this movie.
Okay.
Oh, you know, I've done a lot for you. You are now the boss of the house. And everything here belongs to you. You know. Now, if Bentu decides not to come back, he forfeits everything.
Yeah. And I shall also send Joe to study abroad.
And come back to be a doctor.
No, a lawyer.
Oh, I see. Daba, the thing. What I told you about.
Oh, the money?
Exactly.
Oh, right. Excuse me, I'll be back soon.
Okay.
a big round of applause.
We're taking you down the memory lane.
I didn't even. Where did you guys find this movie?
Oh, that's why we are Joy Prime.
Oh my God.
And
yeah.
we must say this is one of your best roles.
Oh,
yeah. We've loved you since back in the day. And we still love you
God.
today.
You know, you've taken me down memory lane. I don't even, you know, that time we were using, is it VHS? And
Yeah.
stuff like that. So even storage wasn't that great. And we didn't have, what we have now, all the social media and all of that. So sometimes you even struggle to get your old stuff to watch. So this really has taken me down memory lane. Thank you.
So now let's talk about the support system. Of course, you couldn't have done this alone.
Right.
What has kept you going? Who are your support system?
Myself, first of all. I'm internally motivated, so that's first. Obviously, I have a family. I have children, and my entire family. I have great friends, and I always try and build a team around me. And you know, and discipline is also very important to be able to keep on going. But I want to go back to what I said in the beginning. You always have to find what you love doing. And so what I do, I love what I'm doing so much that if you didn't pay me to do it, I'll still do it. In fact, when I got this role for about 2 to 3 years, I wasn't paid and I was still doing it. You know, I run the office from my home and I still use my home as my main office. And, you know, I'm still doing it because I love it and I'm committed to it and I'm committed to making a difference. And so I think that if you're looking for anything to do and if you're talking about resilience and keep going at what you want to do, I mean, I can see that you love what you're doing. The joy when you came in studio, the joy, the way you lit up, the way you express yourself and all of that, when you entered, the way you walked and all that, it all shows that you love what you're doing. And I think when you love what you're doing, and so if I'm supposed to talk about resilience, there's nothing magical, is attention to detail, the small things, encouraging yourself, speaking to yourself, praying, which is important. I'm not a religious person, so I'm not going to go on about going to church. Whatever makes you connect with your Creator, use that.
Right.
And that's very important. And believe in yourself.
Believe in yourself.
Believe in yourself, yeah.
Somebody might think your most difficult time was when you lost your husband.
Right.
Was that the time?
He was not my husband.
Okay.
We were divorced.
Right.
So that's some of the misinformation that is out there.
And it keeps going out there like that.
Going, oh, we were divorced for 2 years. Okay. So, you know, he was not my husband, but he was certainly the father of my child.
Okay.
And so it was very difficult, especially also because people didn't know we were divorced and so many stories went around that were not true. I mean, sometimes I hear some of the stories going around about me, or sometimes there was a time I was actually sitting somewhere and someone was sitting talking about me, saying how they knew me so well. And I was sitting right behind them and I didn't know them and they didn't know me. Wow. And they were going on and I was like, wow, who is that? Is that me? You know? But that, you know, you kind of get used to that when you are in the public space. I always say that to be in the public space since I was 17 going on 50, I mean, you've kind of seen, heard it all. So definitely it was a difficult time.
What did you hear that time that surprised you the most?
Some of it, if I tell you, your lunch will go bad, so I won't tell you. But
just a little bit.
You know, people kind of blamed me.
That you killed him?
Things like that. When I didn't even know where that was coming from. People had stories, and you know, it is not an easy thing for a woman to decide to step out of a marriage at any point. It's not an easy decision. So there must have been mitigating factors, extremely, you know, difficult factors. And so you are dealing with that. You are dealing with the fact that you're a single parent. You are dealing with the fact that you are in the public space and everybody is talking and everybody has a thought about your life and how you must live and how you are and all of those things. So all of those things mixed together, potpourri in the, you know, and then I must say this, he was really a great man. We had a great friendship, and I think the friendship even carried after the divorce. So you've also lost a friend.
Yeah.
And you are dealing with all that. And so it was a truly difficult time. But I have lived many lives in one lifetime. So I can't say it was the most difficult thing that I have. It was one of the most difficult things. But every aspect of my life, including that aspect when I was married, and other aspects of my life, I always say if I had to change anything, I wouldn't change anything. Because, because everything has worked together finally to make me who I am. So your mistakes, your journeys, your difficulties, your challenges, your wins and all that, they all make you who you are. So why are you going to regret the mistake that you made or the success that you had? So you have to own it. So I always say that I am all of me, the good, the bad, the ugly, the beautiful.
And we love you for that.
Thank you.
Anybody has questions? Do we have the microphone so that we can ask our questions? Yes. Last week, we didn't ask question, and I was nearly beaten.
Oh, my gosh.
Questions, why did you let me ask? Please go ahead and ask your question, darling. Your name first.
Please, I'm Miss Elizabeth. And my question is, there have been a lot of myths about the film industry.
Right.
Yeah, so most of our parents doesn't allow us to take that path.
Yeah.
So please, can you clear some of the myths for us?
Yeah. Some of the myth is that you won't make money. But this is the space, when I started out, I wanted to be a lawyer. And everybody thought I was going to be a lawyer or an interior decorator or an architect or something like that. But I just happened to, at the time, my family went through difficulties. And so my parents couldn't support my legal dream. I always think it's a blessing that that happened, even though at the time I thought it was the biggest wrong to have happened to me. With time, I've come to find that it was the biggest thing the greatest thing that happened for me, right? And this space has supported me up to date, with nothing else, just this space. You can do whatever you want to do in this space. So people have a lot of misconception. You won't make money, you'll be spoiled, bad company, all of those things. Bad company is everywhere, including the banks. You can even fall into trouble bigger there, And so this is what I say. Right now, the space is one of the biggest and fastest growing, is where you can make money very easily, so if you love it and you feel you are drawn to it, talk to your parents, give them data to prove to them that, look, show them people who are doing well. And I think if they are confident in who you are and love their child and believe in you, they'll give you the go-ahead.
Wow. We'll be reading messages very soon. So if you haven't sent your message yet, you have to send it now. It's 055-157-5757. 055-157-5757. Hey, 055-157-5757. Send your messages to us. I'll take one more question from the audience. Yes.
I'm Starbright, and my question is, talking about parents' issues, sometimes the parents bring up some ideas saying that when you get into these industries, you end up becoming a bad person, like bringing up with dread, tattooing yourself, so they don't allow their kids to go into such industries. And also, we have little ones who are trying to become actors and actresses, but they are not getting the upper hands to help them get to wherever they want to get to. What is the industry doing about these things?
I don't know if the industry is the one to do something about it, but I have dreadlocks. I've always had. I was one of the few people who started dreadlocks.
Yeah.
But then I'm also, it doesn't mean I'm a bad person. My children are educated, very well educated I am. I think I hold up myself well. So I think that perception is changing in society. And of course, I've gone on, like I was saying, gone on being in the space, even now in policy and all that. So I think it's a misconception, but I think it is changing. So the way you carry yourself to your parents is also important. You know, there's a saying, when they say, let's say money spoils someone, they would tell you, money doesn't spoil anyone, it only brings out your character.
Yep.
And so if you are naturally someone who is not disciplined, then maybe if you find yourself in the space, maybe you'll be more indisciplined. But if you're somebody who is disciplined, then if you find yourself in the space, then you will be disciplined as well. The second part of your question was...
what is the industry doing to help?
What the industry is doing about it, and I said the industry can't do anything about it by yourself. But you see, the thing is, when you were talking, you mentioned actress, actors, which is great. That's what is in front of the camera. Remember, there's so much more to the film space. Even when it comes to the film space down the value chain, there's so many businesses. Even when it comes to shooting a film, for instance, we are here, you're seeing me and Madame on stage, but there's a cameraman, there's a sound man, there's a, you know, probably a carpenter somewhere, electrician somewhere, there's a designer, there's a makeup artist. So I'm saying all this to say there's so much you can do in the film space beyond act, right? You don't have to be an actor. You can be a cinematographer. You can be a writer. Some of the spaces, some of the skill sets that we need, we don't have enough script writers. We don't have enough directors. We don't have enough sound engineers and sound people. We don't have enough lighting people. We don't have all of these things, designers, stage design. Today I'm going to go and visit, God willing, Props Heaven. Props Heaven is a designer. He's made it into a business where he's supplying props to films that come and shoot. So there's so many businesses down the value chain. You have to educate yourself and find out what exactly or where you want to fit. Someone sent me a message on social media today telling me they want to get into the film space, asking for advice. And I asked them one question. Have you checked out, say, the national NAFTI? I used to be the board chair of NAFTI. And he said no. And I thought, okay, but you want to be in the film space, you could have done research. Now there's Google. You could have just researched. Training spaces in Ghana, you would have known, but you had to come on social media and ask me to come and tell you about NAFTI. And so you have to do the work yourself. Yeah. Sometimes I think recently I was having a conversation with someone and we're talking about the way that because there's so much available to us now, sometimes we become lazy. But you should use what is available to you. The internet is there. Educate yourself. You can even, now if you want to get into the space, you don't even have to go to school. You can, educate yourself online. YouTube is the biggest educator. Coursera. True. All of these things are there. You can use it. And there's a saying, if you want to make a film, just do it. Or live life. You can pick a camera, your phone. You can start to make content. And before you realize, you are, if you want to go talk to your parents, you show them something. Look at what I've done. You can put it on YouTube and monetize it. And before you realize, you are making money. So, barriers to entry in the space is really low. But if you don't do the work, nobody is going to do it for you.
Very true. And you're still watching Changes. Of course, our guest is the Yasantua of the Ghana film industry, and she is Juliet Asante. It's time for us to read your messages, and after that, we'll take you into the world of entertainment. Guess who is here today? Nana Kwame Lambe. Hello, Nana.
Hey, Rosalind, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm okay.
You look good. You look fly.
I copy you small.
My audience wants to know if you're single.
I'm not, actually.
Oh. Oh. But the fine girls were all spy. We were wearing shoes.
But I have single friends, so I can.
Okay, all right. On that note, is okay. Please take us away, Nana.
All right, so I'm here to read a few messages here on the screen. We've been asking people to send their messages to us on the WhatsApp number, and I'm trying to open the messages. So this one says, how do you think our parents' involvement in the movie industry will impact your own career aspirations, especially if they don't want to? So this is a question to Miss Juliet Asante. Before I even say anything, I'm a big fan.
I know, right?
I am a big fan. I mean, I've called her a few times on radio, as a producer, you don't really know our faces anyway. So I am a big fan. Her exuberance, her strength. You know, when women are in the space, it's quite, people feel like they're not really supposed to be there and all that, but I'm a big fan, and I just want to say it's a pleasure to meet her today. So this is a question to you: how do our parents involve, how do you think our parents' involvement in the movie industry will impact your own career aspirations, especially if they don't want you to? And there's another message here. This one says, hi, good afternoon, Rosenfeli. You're looking absolutely stunning.
Thank you.
Well, my name is Moriska from the University of Ghana, and I see, I'm your biggest fan. Please don't you think we should change faces in the movie industry and allow the young ones to also explore? So these are some of the questions coming in for you.
Brilliant. Well, and so my full name is actually Juliet Yasantua, and
Yes.
you know, but sometimes people think that Yasantua is a separate thing, so I just wanted to make that I'm born on a Thursday.
Yeah.
So, and my parents.
And that's why
named
you actually Yasantua.
I don't know about
She's
that.
a true Yasantua.
I don't know about that.
Yes.
She's somebody I admire, and we have the same birthday. So, you know, I'm blessed. I'm blessed. You know, so I'm blessed, but you know, I don't know about that. But the question about how do you say that again?
Involve our parents.
Yes, involvement of parents.
Involvement of parents. So, So, I mean, it's interesting. Let me say this, I watch a lot of K-dramas, right? Why are you laughing? I love K-dramas. And a lot of parents watch K-dramas. I have many, many friends who are parents who watch K-dramas. And they seem to be okay with K-dramas because obviously everything looks good, the dressing is good, whatever, it looks good, it's eye candy and all. And sometimes they forget that what we are also trying to achieve here, maybe it's a low-budget K-drama, thing that we are trying to achieve. Maybe we haven't gotten there, but eventually what they are watching on TV, what they love so much on TV, even that phenomenon of people bringing foreign soaps and speaking Chi on it that people love so much, is also what we are trying to do here. And so I think that at the end of the day, it's about quality.
Right.
And people are afraid for their children to get into the space because they think there's no future, they think the presentation is not right, all of those things. And they are right to think that. But I think if I had the platform, and perhaps there may be some parents watching me today, I'll say to you, things have changed. You know, we are doing the work. K-drama wasn't built in a day. And so give us the chance and give your child the chance, especially if they love it. You know, and let's all talk about, let's all get involved in the space. I mean, you've asked this question, so I'm assuming you are all interested in the space. Do you know there are film festivals in the space? One just finished, Accra, Independent Film Festival. Do you know about it? Did you go? Did you take pictures? Did you ask questions? I'm the founder of the Black Star International Film Festival. It's going to be happening in September. You should attend. So find out what's happening in the space. There's so many other things happening in the space. And then you can take pictures, you can write, you can prove to your parents that they shouldn't be afraid. I think the biggest factor is fear.
Yeah.
They shouldn't be afraid. Right. And then go and look for the numbers. This space is the largest employer on the continent, right? It's the largest employer of young people. So when we all begin to get interested in the space, talk about it, and demand what we don't like, talk about what we don't like. So if a film comes out, someone said this once, sometimes when you go on social media, films come out from around the world, and we are talking about it, but when Ghanaian films come out, we don't talk about it.
That's a sad thing.
Talk about it. If you don't like it, talk about it.
Yeah.
Say what you don't like about it. If you like it, talk about it. Eventually, when we talk about it enough, I think perceptions will begin to turn around.
Right. Anyway, Nana Kwame, please take us into the world of entertainment.
All right, so I'm actually glad that Juliet Asante is here because two of my stories are from the world of movies. So
Okay.
I want to start with Van Vika. Van Vika has been in the news for some of the, I don't know whether wrong or right reasons. So I want to give you a backstory to why he's trending. So we all know Lil Wayne has a movie out. It's called A Country Called Ghana. And we all heard about the ups and downs and how he got the movie together and all that. Now, a few weeks ago, Lil Wayne was in the studios of Hits FM, and he mentioned that the person supposed to play the lead role in that movie was actually a Ghanaian. We all know the lead role in the movie is now being played by Ramsey Noah.
Yes.
So he mentioned that he didn't give any names. He mentioned that it was supposed to be a Ghanaian and explained why he wasn't there on the set and had to bring Ramsey Noah to come and play that movie. Now, he said that the Ghanaian actor was supposed to be on set for like 1 month. But the Ghanaian actor claimed that he couldn't do 1 month. He wanted to do 10 days.
Okay.
So now we all know who the Ghanaian actor is. The Ghanaian actor is Van Vika. Yes, and he's been reacting to it, saying that he didn't understand why he asked for 10 days. He didn't get the chance to be on the movie for 10 days, but Ramsey Noah did 10 days on the set. So let's listen to what Van Vika had to say about that.
Let's listen.
Did they approach you and I said, what happened?
Oh yeah, as a matter of fact, what's his name? Fifi Frangabe. He called me. I think he directed the film. So he called me. He wants me to play in the movie, the role Ramsey played, to be in that movie. And I said, fine. When are we shooting? How long is it going to take? Because I was in school. And he said, okay, he'll get back to me. Got back to me. He says the producer says they need me for 1 month. I said, 1 month, say. 1 full month. What are we filming? You know what I mean? So and you should know also that with all actors, the more days you require, the more fees I will charge. So the earlier you finish with the actor for him to go, the less you spend. So you need me for 1 month. We are sure say wait 1 month. You sure 1 month? Okay, but even that, I'm in school, so 1 month here. I can't do the work yet. But what I can do 10 days.
10 days. And if you continue watching the video, he added that what shocked him or what surprised him was that Ramsey Noah also came to the country.
And it's 10 days.
10 days. So I have a question for Auntie Juliet. I don't know whether I'm allowed to say Auntie Juliet.
Please go ahead.
Auntie Juliet. Are we not our own enemies in this industry, really? Because if you could do 10 days and you gave Ramsey Noah 10 days, why did you just go ahead and use Van Vika for the movie?
Well, I can't answer for the filmmaker, that's for sure. But I'll say that maybe it was understanding and negotiations. Everything is about understanding and negotiations. So I'm sure, you know, he mentioned that he's in school. And sometimes also it's experience in the sense of maybe they've done other films and maybe now they thought that they could do for longer. So I'm thinking there's so many things that impacted the decision. I don't want to sit here without understanding what made the decision and jump into it. There are different classes of actors. I'm not saying they are in different classes. I'm not saying that. But obviously as well, when you are flying someone into the country, that has its own challenges and limitations. Right. And you might want to rush with that person for the person to go. And you may even reduce the number of scenes. So I don't even know whether the scenes were the same, whether they were spread out the same. So it's possible that he did a shooting schedule, thought he was going to shoot for 1 month, so said, I want 1 month. And then later maybe even looked at his own funding and circumstances and decided that he was reducing the shooting days to 10 days. It's possible. And then because the negotiations didn't go right the first time, maybe he didn't go back to the actor then to say, hey, I'm coming down to 10 months. Would you like to reconsider? Yeah. So many things actually, you know, contribute to these decisions. And I don't think I'm the right person to sit here and say why and why not something was done. But the decision was made and people will regret and some people will be happy and that's it.
All right, so I'm going to read a few messages that came because of this particular story that I did. So this one is from Andrano Cosmos. It says, now you have seen it with your own eyes, how the movie is trending and topping charts. So those people who advise you to boycott your help and support for a brother and a fellow colleague have also understood that human can never be God. So stop complaining and let Kojo be. So this is a message from Andrano Cosmos. Now, Sandusa Bo Naba says, Ramsey carries better mileage and a stronger brand than Van Vicker. If I'm supposed to choose between the two for 10 days work, I would obviously follow Lewin's footsteps. This is business. You are either in or you are out. Why were you following the job after refusing the proposal? If you are in school, concentrate on your studies. Quality Angesica Futro says they wanted a good work, so they wanted to use 1 month. Now you said you can't. They called another, and he accepted. And he stayed and attended the premiering. So what was he expecting? So he wanted Lil Wayne to use 1 week, so he would bring out those. Some of the comments, forgive me. Those projects. He did what he was supposed to do, so nothing like exposed, okay? So these are some of the messages that we have here. Okay. Ejriwa Ofuswa says he even looked down on Lil Wayne because you think he can't pay you for good 1 month. Hey, Kobe Bini. Let me just read this last one. Nasai says, I don't understand Ghanaian actors. When their colleagues need them, they start to flex and ask for unnecessary demands. The person said he needs you for 1 month, and you said 1 month will cost when you are not the one paying. So Ghanaians are sharing their thoughts on what Ramsey Noah, what Van Vicker said about the movie A Country Called Ghana.
Right. Nana Kwame Labi, thank you so much for being here. Nana Kwame will be back on Friday. Y'all love Nana Kwame, don't you? Now give him a round of applause. That's how we do it right here. We'll see you again on Friday.
All right.
Julia, thank you so much for being here.
It's been
lovely. Young ones are watching. Your advice before you leave.
My advice, I think I've said it all, but take time and find what you love. I can't say this enough, right? Find what is it that you get up and you want to do, even when you don't have money, you haven't eaten. What is it that when you're doing, you forget to eat? If you think about it, you find that thing, right? That you love doing so much that you forget to eat, you get energy for and all of that. And then think about how can you make money out of that thing, right? And if you want to get into the film space, there's so many things you can do. Go online, educate yourself, convince your parents. I convinced my parents over 30 years ago, and you know, and your parents are younger, potentially younger than my parents. Well, my parents are very open-minded. Okay. So I would say very open-minded, artistic and all that. Okay. So maybe it was easier than most. But I can't say it. I had to prove to them that I knew what I wanted to do, and I also didn't fail them. So you have to build the confidence and pursue your dreams. You know, life is long. Life is not short. Remember that. Life is long. So any decision you take, remember that it will stay with you for a long time.
Very long time. Thank you so much, Juliet Yasantua Asante, the Yasantua of our movie industry. And we have been blessed. We have been inspired. And you are a phenomenal woman. We celebrate you. We honor you. Thank you once again.
Thank you. And I appreciate you inviting me to your show.
You're most welcome. We'll try and call you again. But wait, let me ask this before we go. When are you joining politics, mainstream politics? On that note, we have a lot more for you. You don't want to miss it. We are going to be barbering hair. And of course, KECHE will be joining us as well. Do stay with us. We'll be right back. We are still still here and we are having a fantastic time right here on Changes. My name is Rosalind Felly. I am not here alone. My studio audience are here. I love the energy in the building. We've actually learned a lot this afternoon from Juliet Asante. It's time for us to actually barber some hair. And I know the men here, now they are layers, they are posh, they say they are fading, they are dying, they are doing all sorts of things, you know. I don't know how it's done because I'm a woman, but today I'm going to learn how it's done and maybe the different types of hair shading and hair dyeing. And today we have the CEO and the founder of Barbers Academy right here with us. Idrisu Abdul Razak is here. Yeah. You know, I got a woman to sandwich you.
I know.
The sandwich is good. Proper motivation.
Yeah.
Barbers don't sit when they are working.
Yeah.
So we are not sitting.
Yeah.
We are going to be talking about the type of barbering we are doing today. What type are we doing today?
Okay, so today what we are going to do is more into coloring.
Okay.
So we are just tapering a bit and then we color.
Okay.
So we leave the hair, we bleach, and then do a different color.
Oh,
just
wow.
to teach people how to handle the peroxide and then the bleach powder.
Fantastic.
Thank you. Yeah.
I see somebody with a hair color. Come. Hair color, come. Madam Pink hair. Let me see your hair. Come. Oh. Hey. I love this.
Yeah.
So something like this.
Yeah.
How long does it take to do it?
Okay, so with this, normally you first have to get your consultation very well. Because when people have black in their hair and they don't tell the barber or the stylist that they have black. So if the person has nothing in it, you just go straight, you bleach it, and then you do the color. So after bleaching it, then you get it blonde, and then you can do your color.
Do it.
Yeah, any
but
color
some
too.
people, when they dye their hair, it breaks off.
Yeah.
What is the cause?
Okay, so normally the hair becomes, anytime you bleach hair, the hair becomes dry. So to maintain it, you always need to oil it. But when you keep it dry, it keeps on breaking. Yeah, so you need to make sure you treat it, and then after that, you keep on putting some oil in it.
Okay.
To protect it, yeah.
So how often do you oil your hair?
2 days, every 2 days.
Every 2 days you oil your hair. And how often do you wash it?
Like 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Wow. Is that a right thing to do?
Yeah.
Okay.
At least there should be some oil in it, not
Some
to make
oil.
it, because it gets dry. So when it becomes dry, it starts to break. So because of the chemical in it, yeah, because now it's out of its original
Right.
stage, yeah.
So it's time for us to actually dye the hair.
Yeah.
So my darling, you can take a seat. Madam Red Hair. So are we going to pick somebody from the audience to dye?
Yeah, we have one.
We are picking somebody. Who are we picking?
KECHE.
Oh, come, darling. So it's strange that I also didn't come with black hair today.
You know?
So we'll leave together.
Yeah.
What hair color are we giving her?
So we are giving a burgundy, more like a wine.
A wine color.
But we first have to bleach it first.
Okay.
Lift it, and then we do the color.
Right.
Yeah.
So now you can take a seat and we get the work started.
Yeah.
Razak will come back to you as you work, okay? So you can go and start your work.
Yeah, thank you.
We'll definitely come back to
Yeah.
you. And you're still watching Changes, of course. We want to say a very big thank you to everybody who is contributing for us to have a fantastic show. My audience, you can take a seat, don't worry. Your energy, I'm loving your energy in the studio today. What do you want me to buy for you? What? Say it too. Somebody say Fanta. So these Gen Zs, I don't know what I can do with them. Anyway, a very big thank you to all my sponsors, my glam squad, for putting this together. I love my hair, SK Hair Trends. Of course, my makeup, wrap down makeovers. I love my outfit, which is by Anna Couture. And a very big thank you to my stylist, Kojo Africa, for putting this together as well. Now, like I told you, today is going to be fantabulous because we're going to have performance. We're going to have conversation with this. Now, I love these people, reason being that they have been in the industry for so long. Even twins have broken off as a duo. But these two have kept going all these years, decades. It's not just a decade, or decades. And they still keep going, and they are stronger. Who am I talking about? Ladies and gentlemen, I am excited to usher in the duo. Are you guys ready for the deal? Yes! And you're sitting down. Yes. So the deal is ready. Y'all ready? Yes! Y'all ready? Yes! Y'all ready? Yes! Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome KECHE!
Thank you so much. Thank you so
Welcome.
much. Welcome.
Please have a seat.
Thank you. Thank you.
Wow. I know today you guys have like 1,000 questions to ask, right? Hey.
Please.
Not sure, no. Have you collected it from my hands?
Ask the soft ones.
You have collected it from my hands. Hey, you want to do the show today? You want to do changes? Yo, don't worry. I'll ask most of the questions, and then I'll come to you, and then you can ask the questions. But welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
How are you guys?
We thank God for life.
Great.
Thank God.
Thank God. We are alive.
Fantastic. You know we are dyeing hair.
Yeah.
You people have black hair, but Razak is dyeing hair. Razak, you said the color is what?
So burgundy.
Burgundy.
Yeah, it's more wine. Yes. Yeah.
What's the name of the color?
Burgundy. It's more of wine.
Burgundy.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the red.
So we'll be going there to take a look after a while.
Okay.
As he starts the
I would like to see it. Burgundy.
Yeah, burgundy.
Be my first time. Let me see something.
Have you dyed your hair before?
Oh, yes, I have.
What color?
Ash.
Ash.
Yes.
What about you?
Never done that.
You've never dyed your hair before, but you're always in braids.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Hey.
I don't like the.
You don't like the dye. I thought I've seen you in blonde hair or something like that.
No.
Oh, wow. Then I saw somebody else.
Yeah,
in
I'm
my
sure.
dream.
I don't like it personally for my reasons best known to myself. I feel like I don't know though, but I'm not discouraging anybody. I feel like me keeping my natural one is better because I don't know the chemicals.
Ah,
that is
chemical.
We are not sure. Me, my own, it was itching me every morning.
Razak, I'll leave you to do your thing. We'll come back to you.
Okay, all right.
But let me have a conversation with my two fantastic gentlemen. I'm so excited to see you. I've missed you. It's been like a year.
It's been a while.
You're not.
I mean, the last time was at the other side.
Yeah,
Exactly.
when we brought No Darling, yes.
No, it wasn't No Darling.
No, it wasn't no. It's even Party of the Year.
Party of the Year.
Yeah, yes,
was
true.
there.
Party of the year.
But you guys should be looking for your sister.
We will.
Hey, you're wearing a Versace and
all.
Something must happen. Today, something must happen.
Yeah, just.
So I know everybody here has been wondering how you've managed to keep this group going. P-Square have broken up more than twice.
Yeah.
You are not even brothers. You're not blood brothers.
No, we're not.
No.
But you've been here for more than a decade.
Yeah.
How have you done it?
15 years.
Yes.
This month, 27th of this month.
22nd.
22nd of this month is 15 years since we came to light. And you see, like you said, you rightly said, I mean, P-Square even being twins, they've broken up, come back, I mean, several times. And I think now they've gone, I mean, what I'm hearing, I'm not sure even they're even going to come back. Yeah, but you see, there is something that people need to understand. Even when we're up and coming, we're learning from these duos. I mean, some of the reasons why they broke up, right? And then we decided to just challenge ourselves and get there. Joshua is coming from a different background, different upbringing, and different understanding. Just as myself, Andrew, right? So we will definitely not agree on everything. But one thing we don't want to forget, the fact that building a brand up in Ghana here, in this country, let me limit it to Ghana, it is very difficult.
Yeah.
You know, there are people who are trying to even let their brand get to the people for years, and they are still working on it. So by the help of God, the media, and then our team, they'll be able to project the name KECHE to Africa and the world. So now, KECHE has become a very big company. And the company has employed Joshua and Andrew. So now, we are working for KECHE.
All right.
So I don't care whatever problem he has with me. We pay maximum respect to KECHE. It happens that sometimes we are on stage, we are not even talking for like a month, too.
Hey.
It doesn't matter. But we have events, he will just test me because what? Money is coming to the company. Let's go and work. The company shouldn't be there.
So what's the name of the company?
The company is KECHE Global.
Yeah,
KECHE Global. Okay.
So KECHE is paying the both of us. Into, if you get angry, I don't care about your anger. Let's just go and work.
and make money. You understand? So there have been times in the past, money issues, women, friends, here and there.
Women as in... Like,
I mean, those times.
Like a woman that one is chasing, the other will go and chase, or...
A woman where we mean say woman.
So it's like, okay, have both of you ever chased one girl before?
She can't chase me. Yeah, she can't chase you. We will not chase some. I was, okay, let me tell you the truth. You know, I don't know if you lie to you.
Yeah.
You know, I can't lie to you guys.
No.
Okay, so this lady, I was talking to her.
Okay.
She came to Ghana because of me. And I went to see my uncle first. Like, after I left her, I went to see my uncle. And when I came back, I called Andrew. Like, yo, I come with you their house. But when he was talking to me, I heard a voice that sounded like the girl. Like, Bema, Mat say Ade, girl no say, oh, at their house you go fit come because he didn't know. But the girl knew. The girl wanted to hammer and hammer. You know?
So
hammer.
Wow. See, so I didn't know the girl.
Okay.
I didn't know her. I mean,
No,
I met her in the club.
Okay.
And then, I mean, she said she's going my way. So, I mean, I gave her a lift. I didn't know that
and she went her way.
Has something. So when we went, they said that it is late.
She went on one way.
She said it's late and things, and then so she can't go. Maybe she can spend the night. I said, okay. And then she spent the night and she was spending the day.
Hey.
Also. So she was at the kitchen cooking. So one of my colleagues, Joshua, come like, say, Andrew, here. I said, well, come here. Some girl there. So you come. Do you think that if I had an idea, I would even tell my colleague to come?
Yeah.
So when he came, he didn't say anything. But later, when a flight going to, is it UK?
No, Amsterdam.
Amsterdam, he was like, you see that girl so soon. I said, oh, I had no idea. I didn't know. I mean, so the girl knew. But the girl, when the girl didn't know Joshua was coming. When Joshua got there, the girl was acting all funny. I'm like, Charlie,
So yes, as Andrew said, there is one thing that I always picture from day one, that we wanted to become one of the biggest duo in Africa. How do we achieve it? We need to be together, okay? And if God wanted me to do this alone, I started as a single artist. Why am I here as a duo?
Yeah.
So I'm not ready to disappoint God, and I'm not ready to disappoint the fans who accepted the KECHE global brand, okay? So each one, as he said, even twins do fight. Anytime that I do something to him, I find my way to say sorry to him.
Okay.
Yes. There have been times that I know that I'm wrong and he's angry. I'll find a way and let him know, Charlie, somebody call me for some show. How much make I take? Like, charge how many money? Oh, master, cool down. Let me talk. I will find my way.
He likes money.
Yes, very. He likes money.
But he's very annoying.
Really?
No, but we all know short people.
Okay, the two of you.
It's simple. It's simple.
Annoying.
Short people.
So let me ask you, the two of you, who is more annoying?
Annoying. Oh, I've told you. You know short people.
But he said it's you.
Short people, they have hearts no day. So,
the two of you, who
He's annoying. Who sleeps the most?
sleeps the most?
This guy.
Who?
Sleep.
This guy.
Sleep, yes, sleep, yes.
As a wakano, wait. Oh,
Yeah, sleep.
he can sleep from 6 p.m. to like 2 in the afternoon the next day.
Oh, they sleep.
Joshua.
Sleep, I
Oh.
feel they sleep. Yeah, I feel they sleep. I don't know. Sometimes
I don't know. I didn't sleep last night. I was recording all throughout the night. I went to bed around 5. By 7, I'm up.
Oh, me, they are the bed. Sometimes I don't think say be medicine. Yeah, but me, they are the bed. I like, because my hustler check.
Yeah.
Man, shut down rest, sir. It's me in a shame.
And one, Who is smartest amongst the two of you?
Oh, I'll say me. He knows. Oh, no, he knows.
I don't know. I don't know. He's the one that...
But ask him. Most times, he wants me to front everywhere we find ourselves, from the media, everywhere we find ourselves. He wants me to front it and start speaking with them. If I'm not smart, you won't do that.
No. Let me tell you the reason why. It's not smartness.
It's what?
It's like sometimes, normally I don't tolerate some things, right? Imagine that the reason why he always fronts stuff like this is sometimes when issues come about KECHE, and then I'm to talk about it, I might go off because of whatever. I'm trying to let the people know that this is not true. You understand? So normally, I just take a deep breath, you know what? For instance, somebody will call me and say that they want us for a show. And the person is saying that, I saw my 10,000. I got angry.
You got angry?
And I insulted the person. Because you know why? I feel like there are some things that then I know already. And that person...
I think the person took 80,000 on our behalf.
You understand?
Yeah, he wanted to bring us 10,000.
So sometimes if you call me, I say, go and talk to this man. Before you say anything, then I'll get angry. So you can tell me, Joshua, I want to give you 5 CD. Oh, no, listen. It's like this.
So it's true that you're quick-tempered?
So I'm not quick-tempered. I just don't tolerate... No, I'm not quick-tempered. I just don't tolerate,
Now, Kuma Benu.
Listen, you understand? Okay, let me tell you something. Let me ask you something.
Okay.
Assuming you are not, you don't have temperament issue, right? And somebody comes and start to step on your toe in a direction that you don't like, are you going to react or not?
For me, I would react.
Exactly. So that doesn't make you a quick-tempered person.
I'm
just reacting. But this guy, when he comes and he's insulting people, you don't even know that guy.
we can go to the embassy. Then maybe the interview, I don't know how to call them, and they will be like, please, your document. Your document, Andrew, calm down. Now come on, yeah. I know you. Anytime that may her soul rest in peace. The mother died. So may. Yeah, may her soul rest in peace. Anytime when you have a problem, then my friend me. But you I'm the only person they will call. When I come, I know what to do.
Sometimes, are you the one who knows how to calm him down?
Let's say I do 90%.
What about the wife?
No wife.
Is it the way he's talking? The way he's talking.
Oh, but it's true.
Does anybody have questions? Let's get very interactive now. Questions?
Oh, but anyway, this is who we are. We tease each other all the time.
Yes,
so.
all the time.
Listen, Joshua will call me and will be crying. Look at him crying. Just look at his face. It's not good when he starts crying. His face looks so bad.
Joshua, do you cry a lot?
He cry, Papa.
Oh, and you say...
Cry, baby, nothing. No, this boy.
Calm down.
Hey, this man, sorry.
Calm down, yes.
He's very emotional.
Okay, I'm very emotional. Okay. Yeah, very emotional. And one thing that makes me cry sometimes when I'm driving on the street, that I see kids that sometimes they're sleeping on the streets, so that I can stop, cry, and move on. Wow. Yeah.
Why so?
Because I know where I came from. Way back when I started this thing, I was sleeping in a kiosk. You know, I was working for washing people their clothes, very young, like 12, 13. My mom died very early, and you know my father, this sometimes so you need to hustle. And it got to a time that I was very hungry, and I didn't know what stomach ulcer was. And Andrew can test. I was going to a hospital back and forth like that, not knowing I was having stomach ulcer. So hungry that I went somewhere to beg for food, and the person looked at me and said, you know? So, me who be not accommodate the pay, me emotional is here. You know, those things is here.
Obviously, accommodate into susu.
Oh, David.
Susu is here.
When my azan come. Yeah, so things like this get me very emotional. Yeah, a lot.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's emotional, like I said. That day, I remember, he brought in some food for us to cook. And he was chased out of the house. Come and see speed.
Who chased
He couldn't even eat the food.
Wait. Question.
Question behind me.
Sir, you were asking somebody have question.
You see, it's important.
Who chased him out
Forget
of
to
the
know.
Oh, we're home. I was in the house and he brought rice that, you know, listen, I'm a good cook. If I garnish for you. And he brought rice. He said, bro, Charlie, I know what you can do. So I'm coming. I said, okay. Oh, I got the ingredients and I was cooking. I was out our gate, standing there. So from the very top speed, this guy with boxer shorts only. He passed. And then I went, who is? And I saw policemen. 2 policemen and 1 woman. They were after this, my brother. I didn't know what the problem was. He left his phone wherever it is. No, as he passed me, he was running to Nungwao from Tema. From Tema Community 1 to Nungwao. Then he took somebody's phone He called me, said he will come, don't worry. And I wanted to know, so I went out there. Then, he was having one lady called Dorcas, a very beautiful lady.
Hey, Dorcas!
Very beautiful lady, very nice lady. Then the girl is in the boarding house. Then the girl left school almost like 2 weeks and was hiding with the man in the house. And somebody went to choke to the girl's mother. So that was where the police came in. So I had to eat the food all by myself.
Asemaba.
Yeah, so...
Let's go and dye hair. So, Razak,
yes, please.
How is it going so far?
Okay, so at the moment, I'm on the lifting now. That's the
Okay.
bleaching. So I have to... we've gotten to a point that we have to rinse this off.
Oh, wow.
Then
It's looking good already.
Yeah, then we do the exact color we want to do.
Okay.
So you have to always bleach the hair before you do any other color.
That's great. It looks good already.
And the color again is? Was it magnum?
It's burgundy, but
Burgundy.
it's in the shades of red.
So
So it's more of intense red. So it's in the shades of red.
Wow.
But it's burgundy, yeah.
Okay.
Burgundy.
So you're going to wash it now?
You have to go and rinse it.
All right.
And then
Okay.
shampoo
So
it.
you can go and wash it and we'll continue with our conversation.
you.
So
Thank
KECHE is still in the building
Yeah.
and we are having a conversation with them. They actually have a new project out and so we'll talk about the project. But I thought you also, yes, so what do you want to say, darling?
Okay.
No, let him use the microphone first and then afterwards you pass the microphone.
I'm Ruben Adolfo. Okay, so I wanted to ask the challenges KECHE Global has faced and how they have overcome to this success.
Okay.
Okay, thank you for your question. Maybe you call them challenges, okay, but I don't call them that. You know, I believe that you need to be strong and become stronger in life, okay? So the things that you call them challenging are the things that you really need. So I call them helpers. You know, they are helping me to be stronger, okay? They are helping me to stand tall. We are here, it's been 15 years. If all these things did not happen to whatever that we keep seeing, the groups going their separate ways, the challenges they are going through, if I don't see them as, this thing have to be like a stepping stone for us, for me to see this challenge, for me to become who I want to become now, okay? So, to me, no be challenge. You need to psych your mind like that. Yeah, because whether you like it or yes, you go through in life, all right? And that's why a lot of people give up easily, because they go through some challenges, then, no, psych your mind from day one. These things will happen. But see them, they are the things that come in to be part of you. When you learn from them, you cope, you understand, you move, you'll be stronger. And that's it.
My question is, as you were talking, you said that you become emotional when you see people on the street and stuff. And my question is, have you made any contribution to the society, to those people who you see that reflect you to whoever you were? And so have you made any contribution to that?
Yes. We are one duo that we don't like bringing things out. Okay, but one day we are having them all together. The one day when we start our foundation, like doing a lot of things that we like the media to see, we'll bring it out. I don't joke with it at all. But you know, I can't do all, okay? Because you see them all the time.
Yeah.
I'm taking care of like 4 people in school now, okay?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it's I love this question because it's not easy for us all right? It's not easy. So I believe that if I do 4, Andrew is also doing some, other artists also do some, gradually we can save most on the street because these things is getting crazy.
Yeah.
When you go out there, it's crazy.
Yeah.
So I pray that collectively we can all do something about it, yeah.
Any more? Someone wants to ask a question? Okay.
Okay, so my question is, looking back, is there anything you would have done differently in your career?
In our career? No, I mean, looking back at when we started, I think we went through the process. I don't see anything that we could have done differently. We went through the process. We started as they call it studio rats. I mean, one thing I believe is, I mean, you don't see God to serve him, but so you serve humans. So it says service to God is service to mankind, right? And he wanted to go somewhere. So we passed through the process. We started from class 1. We climbed 2, 3, 4, 5 to where we are. So we didn't skip any moment. So whatever happened there, the hardship, the hard times, the maltreatment, everything, it was worth it. You know why? It only comes up and adds up to make you stronger. And that is why you are here, and you are still here after 15 years, and you are still here as if you came just yesterday. When we have people coming in a couple of years, and then, I mean, you don't even hear of them no more. It's because we have worked. And then so that's why the prize is what we are receiving now. So I don't think I would have changed anything. I think we went through it perfectly, and that was it. Because look at me at the point when one of my uncle in the US presented the opportunity in front of me that, listen, stop the music and let me take you to abroad. And I had to sit down with my colleague. Imagine that time abroad, it wasn't easy. Everybody will rush to want to go to abroad. Now, I'm doing something that I don't know how it's the outcome tomorrow. But I still refused, and I decided to want to do music. And after a couple of years, I was always crying. Sometimes I regret, I feel like, why didn't I go to the US? But then, by God's grace, the same music that I chose has taken KECHE across all these places. And then so, I look back, I feel like it was somebody just whispering the lesson with the decisions that we were making. So I don't regret, there was nothing that was going to change.
So we actually do admire you so much, especially your unity.
Thank you.
It's something that we wish we could have in the industry.
But that was because you're how I dream.
Oh, I dream. So you are the one with the patience, and he's the one with...
Me so full.
Who eats the most?
This guy. Food.
No.
The world can testify.
No, I eat small.
No, not small, he's lying. This man, if the food is hot, I have to take my own. Because ODD.
He's right.
Okay, with KECHE, may I take one bowl? Everybody knows. He will eat like 4.
Hey!
If you know.
He eats very, very... Oh, I'm proud of him. He eats, oh, yeah. He eats good. Because if I see people who spoil food, that's why I don't take plenty. But he, Bonye Kasidemuna, ODD brutal.
Or the thing. Yes.
Yes.
So you have a new project out.
Yes,
Let's talk about it. Tell us about it.
Okay, thank you. It's called My Father, featuring Kim Paluta. Yes, yes. Thank you so much. It's a new jam, a beautiful jam, and I'm happy the way people are receiving it. But I think the message in the song is very strong.
Yeah.
We're trying to tell everyone that, I mean, the guys, we should pray for God to give us money, because without money, you can't take care of the girls.
Let me take them through. I said, now one language, woman, one here, it not be plenty talk.
That's why you know the full basket.
Who said love don't cost a thing?
Show me that person, make a slap and make you reset you might do. So my father, show me favor, show me dollar, make her treat my baby right.
A look at the video.
Okay, but it's not a video, it's a visualizer.
It's a visualizer. Okay,
we are now shooting the video.
Okay, so let's take a look at the visualizer and then we talk more about it.
It's have a dance, we'll show you.
Yeah, we'll let the dance today. All right, so take a look at the visualizer. It's all about, and it's time for KECHE to play a game. So just in case they thought that they were done, no, they are not done. We are going to be playing a game. Yes, okay, no problem. We are going to be playing a game. But then we still have Razak, who is actually doing the hair dyeing. Oh, you can sit down, guys. Sit down. So we'll bring the table this way. If we can have the table, please come and help us bring the table. Yes, gentlemen. My 2 strong men, able men. Hold it well so that the caps don't fall. Yes, you can put it here. Fantastic. So, Razak, how's it going?
All right, so now we are done with the bleaching. We are yet to do the color itself.
Okay.
So I'm about to start it.
Okay, let's see you start and then we can play the game.
Okay, all right.
So you're about to put the main color in the hair, right?
Yeah.
And that's the burgundy color.
Yes, please.
Right. Are you mixing two different reds to get the burgundy?
No, this is just straight.
It's straight burgundy.
It's semi-permanent dye, so you don't mix to the peroxide.
Okay.
It's a straight dye, yeah.
Fantastic. Okay, so let's try and play the game. So as we play the game, Razak, Barbers Factory, or Barbers Academy.
Barbers Academy, yeah.
Yes, Barbers Academy. How's it doing, though?
Well, thank God it's picking up, it's growing. We are getting more youth to join, to get trained from the scratch, and they're catching up, yeah.
Yeah, we'll take your number very soon.
Okay.
But you have to, so let me tell you the rules of the game, okay? So you blindfold yourself. Don't blindfold now. I'm telling you the rules. So you blindfold, okay? Now, when you blindfold, you pick each cap. You are able to identify caps, and then you pick them, okay?
But this one I can see through.
Are you sure? So let me show you how it is. So if your eyes are closed, this is it. So you pick like...
Hey! Oh, okay.
That's how it's done.
Okay.
We good?
Okay.
All right.
So this will be my part?
Yes.
And that'll be...
Yes.
Or I can pick his?
If you pick his two, it's not bad. Then we know that you are the winner.
Huh?
Yeah. So we are going to just know who is the winner. So you can actually pick from anywhere.
So are you going all at once?
We are going all at once, honey. Or you want to go separately? No, you go together. I want to know who is who. The guy of the house. All right, so I can see that you people are studying where the caps are. Emfa. Lie. Okay. So, no. Andrew, you have to take off your glasses.
Hey, me who?
That's also me. All right, so let's go. No, I don't have to cover your nose. Okay, so we're good. So,
but cool down. Let me check a
Okay, watch. We'll be going to Bulga because the Big Chef Cooking Competition Tertiary Edition is actually ongoing. The auditions are ongoing. So we'll definitely go there to bring you every nitty-gritty with what is happening in Bulga. But KECHE Global is here to play this game. As to who is going to win the game, well, both of them claim one is...
smarter.
One is smarter and one is not. So let's go to Bulga and come back and play the game.
Yes.
All right, so as you study the caps.
Yes.
All right, so study the caps. I'm going to Bulga. We'll be right back from Bulga. So now you've seen how Bulga is looking. They're excited. They are super excited. Those who have made it into the great grand finale, they are very excited. Okay, now you studied the caps, right?
Yes, I have.
All right, so my guests are KECHE Global. And of course, I do have Razak, who is dyeing hair as well in my studio audience. All right, so we are ready for the game. So gentlemen, come forward.
Okay.
All right. No, close your eyes.
No, I want to see
it's
first.
Okay. You have seen enough. Wow. Okay. So time to play the game. Play. So we are actually okay. So let's see.
Hey, I can't take my own.
Yay! So we are going to count the counts.
Hey. Okay.
We'll get to know who won. So count to me. Count with me.
Win.
Not necessarily.
3, 4,
Hey.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Even 10.
Okay.
A pipe.
All right. You sure?
Yeah.
All right. So Electoral Commission.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Wow.
That was a fantastic one. Thank you so much. And anything you want to say before you go? But you have to perform for us. Guys, come and move this.
Then we'll do the new song.
Yeah, we'll do the new song. Another performance with a new song. So anything else you want to say before you go, and then you can do your performance?
Okay, yeah, basically our new song. It's out, it's new. Stream it online. KECHE My Father featuring Kim Paluta. And please follow us on our social media, KECHE Global. KECHE Global. Okay, you follow us already.
I follow you.
Oh, I know.
Yes.
So
I'm number one. Yes, and also Razak.
Yeah.
I can see the hair. It looks fabulous. Who loves the hair color? You love it? Okay. And Razak has done this under 1 hour.
Please, my brother is there. He has Sakura. Can you do that?
Razak, please tell us where you're located and your number as well.
Okay, so the main school is at Lashibi 19 Junction. It's on the Google Map, Toronto Barbers Academy. And we are at Chimota Barbers Academy. Just go on social media, Instagram, Facebook, Barbers Academy. We are at Chimota near the news station. There's a restaurant called Treat Restaurant. As soon as you get to Treat Restaurant, our big signboard is on the junction. You just descend a bit and you find us there. But Lashibi, right on the 19 junction. We are on the junction. We are on the main street. Yeah.
Okay. Do you do home service?
Yes, please. We do home service.
Fantastic, because I think KECHE wants to book you for home service.
Thank you.
That's great. Yeah. So have you put your number out?
Yeah. So my number is 020-905-6515. 020-905-6515. And my MTN number is 0245594140. 0245594140.
Fantastic. Razak will definitely book you. Razak has a barbering school. So if you want to learn how to barber, or you're even a barber, you want to learn new techniques, make sure you go to Razak because the college is colleging. I see what he's done this afternoon. Fantastic work. It will take only a professional to do this. Thank you so much for being here, Razak. We're grateful. And KECHE Global with your latest song, which is My Father. Make sure you go download the song, stream the song. We need to get to those millions of views. We can do it. Thank you so much for watching Changes today. My name is Roslyn Felly. I'm super glad that you stayed with us through and through. Guys, I think we should all do this. What do you think? Let's be backup dancers as they do the performance. So, Cam, KECHE Global.